Welcome back.
To the Huddle Podcast. Let's go.
I'm in different gear.
You are in blue, but different blue.
Yeah, the Lions won. Here's Lions fan. Had to support the team. Let's get into what everyone is really worried about. And the big news from this week. Minnesota beat Virginia Tech in the Mayo Bowl.
That's some wild shit right there.
Gerard Mayo got fired.
Yeah, I feel like we saw that coming.
Yep.
I mean, a team's been asked. I mean, I don't know what you're supposed to do with that team though. You have a quarterback throwing to nobodies.
You had Drake May, and that's about it.
Honestly, if he got the number one pick, he might have not got fired.
Which is crazy to say, hey, if you lose this last game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get into it. Let's get into your team.
Let's talk about this past weekend.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously, Saturday I looked up, despite the game kind of being dog shit.
Mm-hmm.
The first drive was nice. It was easy. Joe was torching them. They made adjustments, and we still pulled out the win, 19-17. Vegas
Good
had
win.
it at Vegas had it at us -2.5, so they know.
In a road game.
Yeah. So playoff hopes were still alive, at least in my household.
Mm-hmm.
What else? I mean, the Dolphins, they lost.
Whoa! You're not getting off that easy. Whoa!
I'm getting there. The Dolphins, they lost. That was beautiful. Needed the Jets to pull one out. Aaron Rodgers, guys, 500 tutty to Conklin. Beautiful.
Should have been to Devontae, but yes.
It should have been. I think they won that game, I don't know, 18-9 or
terrible
score.
Didn't watch.
And, of course, at the same time as that game was playing, we had the Denver Broncos playing the backups for KC.
They wanted to lose that game.
I agree. I think they wanted to lose the game. I had at least 38% faith in Carson Wentz. Brother, my apologies for having any faith. Carson Wentz looked like... I'm going to cry. Look at me. I'm about to cry.
Yeah.
Bro, Carson Wentz was ass. And then Butker misses that kick. I'm like, bro, make it look believable. 38-0? 38-0?
They didn't play.
We didn't deserve to be there. We lost too many. We should have beat the Patriots week 1. We'd be in playoffs. Patriots would have the first round pick.
Both of you guys would have traded those losses and wins in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah. But here we are. We fired a bunch of coaches.
You didn't fire the coach, though.
No, we did not fire the head coach, Zach Taylor. And I don't think we're going to. We stuck with Marvin Lewis for 13 years. I can't see us firing Zach Taylor if we didn't do it today. Lou's gone. So, new defense, new us, maybe. I don't know. It's
Aiden, I need more fire than this. I mean,
I'm just depressed. I'm not even I can't even be too angry. I'm just depressed. I'm more sad than anything. To have the Triple Crown winner, the sack leader.
Yep.
And he's a top 3 quarterback. I think he's the best in the league right now. He's a top 3 quarterback. And with nothing to show for it. We win 5 straight. Joe has more 250-yard 3 touchdown games than Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers in both the MVP years, and we have nothing to show for it. And on top of that, we didn't pay our guys last season, so now we have to hope we can do it this season so we can run it back. It's an awful time to be alive, to be honest.
You don't fire this fucking head coach, I'm gonna lose my mind. He sucks, Aiden. He sucks. He's terrible. You have Joe Burrow in your prime. Oh my god, I'm decked out in Lions gear right now. I'm a Bills fan. Shout out to the Lions. The one thing that turned around the Lions franchise is Dan Campbell and the ownership dying. Their owners stink. You deserve to be fucking 6 feet deep. No offense. I don't wish any death. I'm at a loss for words. Joe Burrow is playing unreal. What was the stat? I had a stat written down. You go ahead before I wake
Uh,
the house.
well, for starters, I don't think we're signing a head coach for two reasons. One, our owner's cheap. We're not going to go out there and pay Ben Johnson. We're just not. We're cheap. We're going to keep
Yep.
this owner. We're going to keep this coach because he's on a contract. He's his biggest downfall was the start of the year. Towards the end, I mean, he cooked towards the end of the year. He started moving Jamar Chase into
He
certain
does it
positions.
every year, though.
He does do it every year. It's been 3 years in a row that we start like a bottom 5 team. Our defense needs to be completely revamped. We fired all of our defensive coaches. The team's just in disarray.
Was it you who said this last week? How about we don't sign 40-year-old corners? 30-year-old corners?
We have two safeties. Like we brought in veteran safeties. Von Bell, who's done nothing this year, and Geno Stone, who waited till I believe week 13 to get interception.
Mm-hmm.
And he did get a pick six. That was by far the highlight of his year. He's done nothing else. It's brutal on defense. It's brutal. And to waste the offensive potential that we have, it's just upsetting. It's
the two other quarterbacks to do what Joe Burrow has done this year were Tom Brady won an MVP, and I think it was Drew Brees. Who was it? Drew Brees or another?
It might have been Aaron,
Aaron or Peyton, one of the like Mount Rushmore quarterbacks to do what Joe did this year, and not to mention the only other player to do what Chase did this year was what's his name? Shannon Sharp's brother.
Oh yeah,
on the Broncos.
Yeah, I don't even have the words. I'm just depressed.
I know. You get different when you're quiet. I can tell you're upset. Like when I'm angry, I'm upset. So I take my fucking anger out. This team, like, I'm a Bills fan. I'm wearing Lions gear, blah, blah, blah. Fuck you, Lucas. Love you. Beautiful wedding. It's better for the Bills that you guys lost. It is, because you guys could have gave us a run for your money. But for a football fan's sake, this is disappointing.
Yeah.
The Bengals should have been in the playoffs. They should have been one of the top seeds. Like that division's tough, but the fact that we have to watch the Texans lose next week instead of the Bengals,
even just to have the Steelers in over us, like for us to put up 38 points against them and lose still. And the Steelers don't even have a good offense. They have Arthur Smith running this offense, who last year was a bum. He was fired as a head coach because he was a bum.
Anything looks better than Matt Canada, though.
Yeah, that's true.
And Kenny Pickett.
We gave them their first 500-yard game, total offense, in the last, I think, 6 years or 4 years or something. Something ridiculous. Yep. It's just, we're terrible. We should have. There's so many teams that we should have beat this year. Good teams, too. We should beat the Chiefs. Fell short. Could have beat the Ravens twice. One bad snap. The other one fell short. Yep. The Chargers, we let up a 40-yard run to lose the game. We came back from a 24-0 deficit. Like, in the big moments, we just collapsed. Our defense towards the end of the year played better. Not great. They played better though, enough for our offense to keep winning. But we took too long to rely. We had to rely on other teams to lose. So
Joe said it. You did it to yourselves.
yeah. Actually, no, that's another thing. I'm going to say this because this pissed me off. Was after we beat the Steelers, I'm watching the press conference between the players and the media, and then Zach Taylor in the media, and Joe goes on there, and you would have thought we lost the game. The way he was talking, the way he looked, he was sad. He was pissed off. Zach Taylor goes on there with a giant smile. You would thought we had the first round bye. It was horrific. How do you do that? How do you just smile at the fans?
The fire.
How do you smile at the fans like we just won the Super Bowl when in reality we're most likely about to be bounced the next day? Like This is not a big win. You fucked up so many other games leading up to this win that we don't have a chance now.
Yeah, that and I mean, and you're stuck with him next year. That's the issue. That's the main issue is you're stuck with him.
Yeah, I can't see us getting a new coach. Our owner's too cheap. He's not going to pay Zach Taylor to not coach.
He won't even pay T.
It's crazy. Just sell the team. Sell the team to someone who likes football. That's what I don't get.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's your dad created the franchise. He created the Browns franchise too. Like, he was a football guy. You're not. Your daughters, they're not football people. Otherwise, they'd be paying these players to play, to win.
I forget who the owner was, but it was an owner's daughter who would go on the field. She had custom gold cleats. I forget who it was. And she would go out and she did every job in the organization. I forget who it was. I wish I knew the name. But that's a football owner. Going out on the field with cleats, doing all this stuff. Like, you guys are in disarray. And I feel bad because the Bengals have one of the most, like, their diehards are diehards. And you could probably say that about every franchise, but like, if the Panthers stink,
no one's showing up.
There's no one at the game. When the Bengals are losing, and mind you, they have Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and a great offense, but they're selling out games at least.
I mean, even with Andy Dalton, they were selling out games. Like, I've been to 4 or 5 games with Andy Dalton, and like, the team wasn't great. I mean, we made the playoffs, I believe 14, 15, 16, got bounced first round. I think we won one division title in that time. But like, the team wasn't great. Andy's nothing special, obviously.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just disappointing to have so many close losses, especially when some of them should have been wins. And then Zach Taylor goes out there and smiles like it's not his problem.
Yeah, well, it's up to the football gods. No, it's not, bro. Win the games. Win the games. I'll leave you with the final point on that, and then we'll move on because I don't know. Do you have anything else left to say about them?
I think I don't understand this new comeback player of the year because Sam Darnold is eligible, which I thought comeback player of the year was someone that was hurt and then is not now.
Who won it last year? Joe Flacco?
Joe Flacco.
Over DeMar Hamlin?
Yeah.
Joe Flacco wasn't injured?
I think he was. Or did he just come back from the Jets?
I think he just came back from the Jets.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Joe will probably win comeback player of the year now. It'll be between Jamar and Saquon for offensive player of the year. The odds are, I think, decently close. Saquon's still favored, obviously. It's just, I wish they had the worst coach of the year.
Yeah.
Not that Zach Taylor would win because he's not the worst coach.
The Jags.
Yeah, there's some bad coaches in this league.
Let's pivot off of what you said about Saquon, and if you don't mind, let's get into coaches you would want to play for and coaches you wouldn't.
Yeah. No.
Can I start this off if you don't
Yeah.
mind?
Yeah.
Coaches I would want to play for. I don't have this written down actually. Sean McDermott. Von Miller is an injury-prone player in his aging years. He went out there, got his sack, got his money. Mike Evans got $3 million and they risked the playoffs for that last throw, plus the record. Saquon gets sat out against his former team when he's on the cusp of setting an NFL record. And Saquon will probably end up in the Hall of Fame. He will probably, with that,
It's cemented.
deep.
Yeah. It's cemented. If he breaks the record, it's cemented. And you know he wanted to.
Oh, 100%.
In his press conference leading up to, he's like, "Oh, Sirianni is making the right decision. We have bigger goals in mind. Let's win a Super Bowl." You know
What
he
did he
wants
say
to.
about his dad? He said, I'm really bummed out to tell my dad about this because he was really excited for this because this was our last name in the record books. No one could take that away from us. I might take the Eagles to lose against a beat up, somewhat like middle of the pack Green Bay team.
Yeah, I think
That's no good vibes, man.
no, it's not good vibes at all. I don't know how you don't let him run. Yeah, honestly, you could have probably let him run for a quarter and he would have been close.
Or how about this? And I told you this earlier. Why not put him in for the last two quarters, not the first two, the last two on a banged up defense of the Giants? It's the Giants.
Yeah.
I get Super Bowl. I get don't want the injury. I'd be way less scared of them if they didn't have Saquon. But some things are like, in all reality, if Philly wins
You
the
gotta
Super
let these
Bowl,
football players play football.
and you can't go into like if you're assuming every game you're going into he's gonna get injured, then the guy's injury prone and he's useless.
Yeah. It's just sad.
Yeah.
And like I'm really am surprised that like Sirianni came to this decision on his own. Like there has to be more to it because I can't just see the head coach being like, no, it's not happening. Because like have a conversation, him saying, he definitely said, "Hey, coach, like I want to play, like I want to do this."
No, he said that he wanted to play.
Yeah,
Sirianni's
a tool.
Yeah, there you go. You said it, not me.
And he wins though. He does win. I'll give him that.
Yeah. Do you want to move on from that? There's tons of stuff on the docket.
What was the other? Oh, Cooper Rush too.
Okay, so I had that written down. Jerry Jones says he didn't know that Cooper Rush needed the incentive.
Yeah. So just for reference, Cooper Rush needed to play 55% of the snaps this year to get a $500,000 incentive. He was at 54%. If he played this game, he would have cracked it and made $500,000. They benched him and put in Trey Lance because
for a guy like Cooper Rush, that's big money. That's
100%.
That's a certified backup QB. And if you're looking at this where the Bills went out and did if you would have told me, hey, we're sitting Von Miller, he needs one more sack, but we're gonna sit him because he's kind of injury prone and because he's whatever, I would have been like, sure, you should probably give him a quarter to go get the sack, but whatever. You didn't play or Trey Lance the entire time Dak was out.
It made no sense. I hope he still gets paid. It's just upsetting.
Jerry Jones has no balls. He won't pay him. Jerry Jones is don't go to the Cowboys if you're a free agent. Don't.
Yeah, it's just that's why Micah wants out.
as Micah recruits,
Yeah.
he who not shall be named. We'll talk about him later. I got a quick something that came up that I know you haven't seen. Where did Zeke go?
He did go to a contender, right?
He went to someone in the playoffs.
Where did Zeke go? I know I
This
did
happened
see
2
that he
or
left.
3 hours ago.
Damn.
Yep, 2 or
Where would
3
he?
hours ago.
Who needs
On
a
what is
running
it?
back?
Tuesday at right now we're recording at 12:05.
Who needs a Chargers? Maybe.
Bing, bing,
Yeah.
bing. Zeke to the Chargers.
I mean,
Zeke to the Chargers.
he probably won't see the ball unless
Practice
Dobbins
squad.
gets hurt. But okay.
Yeah. But
I mean, good
still,
for him. Get the fuck out of Dallas, bro. Like, good for you, bro.
that and like who else would want him?
Yeah, that's true
Yeah,
too.
that's a contender. The only one I could see is maybe the Lions being like, "Ooh, we don't know," but apparently Montgomery's back
Wild.
next game. He was gonna be back for Wild Card Weekend.
Yeah, that's crazy. The fact that he can come back from that injury so quickly.
So who was the specialist who told him he would need season-ending injury, or he's pulling one out for the team?
Yeah, I could definitely see Monty pulling one out for the team and just getting the surgery in the offseason. But
Yeah.
that's like a career that could be a career ruiner if he doesn't play that right.
Okay, do you want to guess Super Bowl favorites?
All right, let's get into the Super Bowl favorites. This is
I
current
have
odds.
them current odds as of earlier. Super Bowl favorites. I have them written down. I don't have the odds written down, but I have them in order. I'll give you the reins to guess the top. There's only 14 teams in the playoffs. Let's see if you can get them in right order.
Okay. I mean, I think the top should be like the top two should be obvious. I think it should be Lions, and then it should be Chiefs.
Yep.
Okay. So here's where it gets a little tricky because I think the Eagles should be next. But I think Vegas would put the Ravens next.
You're on the money.
Okay. Then
On
I'd put
four.
See, Vegas might put the Bills next too, because I feel like the Bills would be a heavily bet team. And they don't want to give out odds that are that good. I'll take the Bills.
Yep.
Then I'll take the Eagles.
Yep.
And here's where Minnesota.
You swear to God you've never seen this?
No.
Yeah, Minnesota.
Okay, here's where we get to the teams that are not going to win the Super Bowl. This is where we get to those teams. I know who's in last. It has to be Steelers last.
Steelers are last.
It has to be. They're the worst team. I put Houston after that next last.
Yep.
Who else? I put Broncos after them.
Yep.
Who I got left? Chargers, Bucks.
You got
Rams.
the Commies and the Rams. Yep.
Oof. See, this is where it gets tough. Wow. Okay, I put the Rams next highest.
No.
Chargers?
Yes.
Then Rams.
Nope.
No, they don't have the Commies above the Rams. They do?
Yeah.
Damn. And then the Rams and then the Bucks?
No, it goes Packers, Chargers.
Packers. I forgot about Packers.
You said the Packers. It
Okay.
goes Packers, Chargers, Bucks, Commies, Rams, Denver, Texas.
Wow,
Pittsburgh.
the Rams are kind of slept on.
Rams are low-key slept on because I'm assuming because they'd have to play the Lions.
Yeah.
next.
I can see them winning that game though. More than I
Yeah,
can see
or
the Bucks.
they'd have to play. No, they're in the 4 seed. I think it's because they have to play Minnesota.
Okay, first round. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see the Rams winning that game though. I think didn't they already beat them this season?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Yep. One other. Do we want to get into lines right now, or do you have anything? because I have tons of stuff on the line. The Lions is going to be at least a 20-minute affair.
No, let's hop. Do you want to stick on odds? Because I do have the odds for all the awards. Do you want to do that first?
Yeah, let's do that first. We're on odds already.
Okay. So I have the top 3 for every award. Do you want to go MVP first?
Yep. Yeah, let's do that.
Do you want to guess them or do you want me to just riddle them off?
No, I'll guess them.
All right, go ahead. We have at minus 300 in first.
Josh Allen.
Yeah. And then plus 235.
Lamar.
And then plus 3,000.
It's either Saquon or Joe. I'm going to go Joe.
Yeah, you're right. Joe is at plus 3,000.
Yeah.
Lamar, this is as of the morning of Sunday. So, I mean, none of them really had to play. Lamar played his last game, but that's it.
Yeah.
All right. Offensive player of the year.
Saquon.
Yeah, Saquon by a pretty good margin. He's minus 500. The next 2 players are plus 2,000 and 2,500.
Chase.
Yeah.
You could this one you could go after the game. It could be Gibbs, but before the game, is it JJ? Is it Justin Jefferson?
No, it's kind of an old head here.
Not Scary Terry.
No. We got another running back who's
Derrick Henry. My bad.
Yeah.
I forgot about him.
I don't know. Like, it's crazy that Derrick Henry rushed for 1,900 yards this year and wasn't that best rusher. Like, 2 players over 1,900 yards, crazy.
He's the MVP of that team. Fuck Lamar.
Yeah. Then for defensive player of the year, I only have 2 written down because the third was plus like 5,000 or something.
It's not that Bengals guy who got the sack, is it?
No, he was plus like 6,000, I think.
Could it be Brian Branch?
No Lions players here.
Conference?
Conference. They're in the AFC. Both of them.
Both are in playoffs. AFC. Is it? It's not Pat Surtain.
Pat Surtain is second at plus 150.
Okay, I kind of agree with that.
Yeah. I think he should be favored.
Let me go on who it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be anyone on the Ravens. It's not TJ. They never give TJ his.
It is TJ at minus 130. I
hope he wins it.
Yeah, he does deserve it. He deserved it more last year, though.
He deserves it in 3 or 4 previous years. He deserved to win that award. So I hope he wins it.
Yeah. All right. Then we got offensive rookie of the year.
Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers in second, plus 3,000.
Behind Jaden McDaniels.
Yes. Jaden McDaniels is minus 1,000, which I was surprised because I thought this third player would be right there with him.
Malik Neighbors?
No.
Brian Robinson Jr.?
Nope. Also in playoffs right now.
Also in playoffs. This offensive player, not Bo Nix.
Bo Nix plus 5,000.
Okay, sure. I mean, I think he's better, but I agree. Sure, yeah, that's fine.
Defensive rookies. Again, I only wrote down 2. It's really not close.
Just say them.
Okay, Jared Verse on the Rams minus 1,000. He's gonna win it. It's not gonna be close. Quinion Mitchell on the Eagles. He's having a great year, but he's plus 700. Low
key. I know this doesn't count as a defensive player of the year. But it would more so count as an offensive player of the year. Joe Alt. Brother, that guy locked down Chris Jones this year.
I couldn't believe he wasn't offensive rookie of the year either. I feel like Jaden Daniels running away with it is because like the record is nuts, going 12-5. But like
Joe Alt snubbed, dude.
And then we have comeback player of the year. We have the two most obvious ones. We mentioned them earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Burrow's minus 4,000. Sam Darnold's plus 230.
We don't have coach of the year.
We do have coach of the year. I only wrote down
Okay.
2. Again, it's not close. It's just these 2.
Oh no.
The odds have changed. I did look. The odds have changed on this.
Okay, wait. Pull up the fucking new odds. I want new odds for this because I have a bet on this for $1,000. Aiden's gonna pull up the new odds. I'll scramble through something real quick. Here is Bryce Young highlight clip.
They have a first down at the 11-yard line. Young. Jab. Out of the pocket. Young. Oh, he pushed it. Trying to get to the goal line. Coker. Just short. Young just pulled a Mahomes. They're a yard away from the dub.
Sorry about that.
All right, before we mention this coach of the year, the fact that he said pull to Mahomes, I hate so much.
Yeah, you gotta stop.
All right, so I have the new odds. They're closer. They're not as good as I thought.
Kevin O'Connell is still a favorite.
Yes.
Fuck off.
Kevin O'Connell is minus 750 and Dan Campbell is plus 415. Before yesterday's game, it was minus 1,000 and plus 575.
Guys, Dan Campbell should have won last year. Dan Campbell trotted out there with a defense that had more injuries than a hooker has HIVs. Here's my issue with this. Here's my issue. I have Josh Allen regular season MVP. That one is a toss-up. Dan Campbell, I don't know if you can't even fucking see it. Doesn't matter. I have Dan Campbell as coach of the year. $5, cash out for 113. I'm stone hands. I'm not a pussy. I'll raise my balls up on the table and sit this one out. Will I have any regrets if Dan Campbell doesn't win MVP and I didn't cash out? Because earlier in the year I had a cash out for $300. Yes. What are we doing? He beat Kevin O'Connell. Dan Campbell is the best coach. Would you disagree?
No, I think after yesterday, Dan Campbell should be favored.
And if you want to give it to another coach, who's your second coach?
It would be Kevin O'Connell.
Okay, that's not my second coach. Andy Reid.
Yeah, I mean Andy Reid's a stud. He's in 6th with plus 10,000.
Okay, who's your third coach?
I'd probably say Sean Payton.
Okay, I like that. I'll agree.
He turned that team over despite paying Russ $86 million this year, which is insane.
I'm going Buffalo Bills brain. Give me McDermott because even though it was Josh Allen who did it all, they were projected to be third in the division. And then fourth coach, I go Kevin O'Connell. And then you can go Jim Harbaugh. That team was supposed to be garbage.
He's 8th.
Jim Harbaugh?
Yeah. He's tied for 7th with Nick Sirianni. Yeah, disgusting.
You don't know ball now, do ya?
Oh, actually, sorry. They're all tied. So is Sean McDermott. They're all tied for 6.
Whatever. You can, because he's been in the league. This feels like this award, and along with many awards, you can say this about the MVP as well, is tied to a new coach who is done surprising teams surprising things with their team rather than the best coach or the best player, the most valuable player to this team. Like, if you're talking value, Derrick Henry has more value to the Ravens than Lamar Jackson. That's crazy to say. Saquon Barkley has more value to the Eagles, in my opinion, than Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow has more value to the Bengals than anyone on that team.
Yeah. It's not close.
Joe
And
Burrow.
that goes the same for Allen, too. And I think
mean,
that's Allen's biggest argument for MVP this year.
I might pull my nuts out on the camera. No, I won't. Yeah, I don't know. It's just
I will say this. I thought going into that game, Kevin O'Connell was coach of the year. He had a team that was supposed to be either them or the Bears, bottom of that division. And
agreed.
he went into this game competing for the division to be the best team in the NFC. He somehow took Sam Darnold, who everyone thought was washed, and made him a great quarterback. And then in this game, they lost, and Sam Darnold went 18 of 41, by far his
Turned
worst
into a
game.
pumpkin.
He did. And quarterbacks have bad games.
100%.
But I think after this game, the Lions winning 2 against Minnesota, you have to give it to
Undefeated in the division, might I add. Like,
yeah, you have to give it to Dan Campbell after that.
undefeated in the division.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing Kevin O'Connell does have is he does call plays,
So what? Who gives a fuck?
but he doesn't have the iron testicles that Dan Campbell has.
Dude, if you were to say one thing about Dan Campbell that no other coach, maybe you could say no other coach or some other coach has, Dan Campbell makes me want to run through a wall. As John Gruden would say, he's got me feeling nicey. Dan Campbell, like, he's nightmare fuel. He is like adding nitrous oxide to a Dodge Charger that's supercharged with a V8 Hemi. He is crack cocaine. Whatever he's selling, I'm buying.
Yeah, that's why I think a great matchup would be like coach versus coach matchup in the playoffs would be the Rams and the Lions. I think McVay and Campbell give off that same energy. Both of them just want to run it down your throat and they just want to win so badly, and they both know how to win.
Yeah, hold up. Let me pull up Minnesota's wins. They beat the Giants. They beat the 49ers. They beat Houston. They beat Green Bay. They beat, I'm assuming this is the Jets. Yep, they beat the Jets. They beat, where was it? They lost to Detroit. They lost to LA. They won against Indy. They won against Jacksonville. They won against Tennessee. They won against Chicago. They won against Arizona. They won against Atlanta. They won against Chicago. They won against Seattle. They won against Green Bay. And they lost to Detroit. So they beat Green Bay once. Sorry, they lost to LA. I said they won. They lost.
Okay, yeah.
And they won against Houston. So they beat 2 playoff teams. What are we on about? They beat 2 playoff teams. 1-2. Whatever. I'm over it. I'm over it. Let's get into Mike Evans because that was crazy.
Yeah, I loved it. I couldn't believe they did it. I was yelling at my TV because I had a bet for him to hit 90 yards. He still didn't, but it
See, I was smart. I took 80 yards.
yeah, he hit 89.
Yeah.
But I mean, to put the season on the line in that play, though I feel like the Saints didn't try, but to put the season on the line in that play, that's what football is.
Mm-hmm.
Let your guy go out there and tie the record with Jerry. He missed almost 4 games. He still got 1,000 yards. it's pure entertainment. It's what the NFL is all about. It's beautiful.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, and Baker said his quote after the game was when Bucky Irvin, who's a dog, when he scored, he went, shit. I wish Jer would hop on the podcast once. Same with Ryan, but his quote after the game was Jer said, Baker's got to feel like the dumbest fuck if he's the one quarterback to not throw him 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
He did. It worked out all well. I think the Saints kind of let him get it.
Yeah, I mean that was some soft coverage, but still, he deserves it, man. He deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
And $3 million in the bank. That's crazy work.
$3 million is probably worth even more to him than
Yeah. At the end of the day. But he's a Hall of Famer. I think there are not too many players in the league right now that you can say are getting a gold jacket, and he just became a cemented one of them.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Sorry, need a little zap there. We talked about that earlier too. We both had him pegged as if you were gonna give a gold jacket to one of those guys, it would be him.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not too many players. Like you have Rodgers, Mahomes, King Henry. I can't really think of any others that are getting a jacket right now.
Maybe Devontae.
Yeah, possibly.
I want to cover everything before we talk about the Lions because the Lions is going to be a long list of shit.
All right, so before we jump to the next thing, let me stay on the topic of getting paid because Geno Smith got fucking paid.
Yeah, he hit 3 incentives.
Yeah,
in that game.
He threw for 186 yards.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he needed. $2 million. They won. They got them to 10 wins. $2 million. And he had a completion percentage of 69.7%. Another $2 million.
Yep.
He made $6 million in one game.
Yeah.
Some players don't make that their career.
Cooper Rush maybe wants to play for Seattle.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's all the incentives I have written down. But like, it's so much fun to watch these guys hit those numbers. I mean, Kyler Murray missed out, but he wasn't selfish with the ball. He gets paid. He doesn't need that type of money. I think 50 rush yards and a touchdown would have paid him almost $1 million.
Yep.
He didn't get either one, despite having multiple opportunities to get a rushing touchdown and make $500K.
Agreed.
He didn't do it. That was kind of nice. He let the boys eat. They scored 41 points. But that was fire.
I can't pull up my parlay. Fuck. Do I have it saved? I had a incentives parlay that hit. Can't pull it up. Damn. It hit. Speaking of which, where is it? I think it's right here. Okay. Josh Allen threw 3 passing touchdowns, My bad. Josh Allen had 3 passing touchdowns and 2 rushing touchdowns in a single game. Who's the other quarterback this year to have the same milestones in one game?
2 rushing and 2 passing?
Yeah, this year.
Someone else hit that number?
Someone else did that.
I mean, I only have 2 guesses, and one's Lamar.
Nope.
The other one's Jaden Daniels.
Nope.
Damn.
Got this off TikTok, so not reliable. But it is a QB in their second year.
Nah. Is it Bryce Young?
Last game of the year.
Such crazy work.
I didn't think you'd get that. I mean, and why would you? But
I mean, I wouldn't have unless you said that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good for him. I'm so happy he turned this season around, at least for him. Like, the Panthers fans have something to look forward to. They don't need another QB yet. He could be the guy still.
Dude, not to mention his Curry pass.
It was filthy.
Fire.
Yeah. He also had, despite being, I believe, the shortest quarterback or tied for the shortest quarterback with Kyler Murray, he had the least batted down throws this year.
Yeah, he's 5'9". I looked it up. He's
Yeah.
5'9". Do we want to get into? Well, this is just more of a report we can talk about for 10 seconds. Flowers knee sprain.
Yeah, that's gonna be big in the playoffs. The Steelers play Baltimore could get knocked out first round. I thought about this a lot today. The two teams that are in must-win mode this year are the Bills and the Ravens. Those are the two teams that need to beat the Chiefs. They need to show that they can win games and go to the Super Bowl. They
Yep.
have to. And I can see the Ravens losing wild card round against the Steelers, which I think is the worst team in the playoffs. I think they're worse than Houston.
I disagree.
I think Houston's bad. But like even the way they played us, Russ's decision making over the last 4 games, he's been terrible.
George Pickens fucked that game up.
6 targets, 3 catches, no yards. Huh? Crazy.
George, yeah, I mean, go
Sorry,
ahead.
1 catch, 3 drops. But yeah, I think Baltimore, no Zay, could lose this game.
It depends on who they play, and the Steelers are good against. I think they're good against the rush. Therefore, they have a shot in this game. It's in Baltimore. Doesn't matter too much to me. I don't think Baltimore has they have no bigger of a home field advantage than, I don't know, name a team in the playoffs currently. Like, they have no bigger of an advantage than Houston, I don't think.
Yeah.
Because it's the Steelers play in the cold. Like, they have no cold field advantage.
Yeah.
Did they beat the Steelers twice?
No, they split. The Steelers beat them the first time, and they lost the second time.
So the Steelers kind of have a grudge. Tomlin needs to win a playoff game for Steelers fans to have somewhat of trust.
It's been 7 years since he's won a playoff game. And for Baltimore, I believe Lamar's beaten Baltimore twice in the last 5 years.
They have that as well. So
that's tough.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna bet on any of those games. Not like that, but yeah, I mean, whatever. I don't have anything else left on that. Tyreek Hill wants out.
Oh my goodness. This is ridiculous.
How many years do you have left?
He's got to be 30, 31. He probably has 3 years left. He said last year he wanted to retire in Miami. This year they don't make the playoffs. And he says, this is my first year not making the playoffs. I want out. Brother, shut the fuck up. You have 11 kids. You're going to move all of them to freaking... where's he going to go? You're going to move all of them to Las Vegas and play for the Raiders and miss the playoffs? Like, that's just not what you want to see from a teammate.
So he's locked in technically until 2026. So 2 seasons.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's a backloaded contract. You're willing to put $39 million, basically $40 million on the line? No, he's not.
I mean, if I'm Miami, I'd get rid of him. If I could get a 2nd round and like maybe a 6th round pick for him.
To who?
I mean, there's got to be teams. I mean, the Patriots maybe. Though
No. He wants to go. He wants to go to a competitor.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is he wants to go back to the playoffs? These teams who are in the playoffs, they can't afford him. They can't pay him.
Chiefs won't re-sign him unless Miami retains the salary.
Yeah.
Maybe the Chargers. I don't know what their cap situation looks like.
They
He's
do
in
have a lot of
Miami.
long players. Yeah. The Chargers might be the only real option, but even then, do you don't want that guy.
No,
It's
I
the
wouldn't.
same thing as Stephon Diggs. You don't want that guy in your locker room. He's good. I don't want him.
I have a jersey hanging in my closet that I can't pull out. Maybe I'll pull out later in the off season.
But
Yeah.
I don't want him on my team.
Yep, agreed.
Maybe he'll start his own football team with his kids. He has half a roster.
Be kind of fire. Tyreek Hill, you're cooked. You said Tua was better than Mahomes. He's not.
No.
What are we doing? Let's just get into Lions because we've been edging this entire show.
All right, let's do it.
Amik Robertson locked down Jay Jettis. They signed him at the beginning of the year, I believe. He said, I'll lock down JJ. He did that. Sam Darnold also turned into a pumpkin and missed so many throws to him.
Yeah, that series where they were in the end zone and JJ they threw to JJ 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them open. So open.
Yeah.
And he just I mean it was the Lions defense though. Like the pressure just got to Darnold. He couldn't do anything about it. He overthrew him. Jefferson had 3 catches for 54 yards on 9 targets.
Yep.
Sam's numbers are horrendous.
The one thing I will say about the Lions defense is Anzalone makes a difference.
Holy shit, does he make a difference, bro?
Dude, he is like the quarterback of the defense. I'm stealing this from Jer. He said this. Anzalone is like the master key. He unlocks something different in their defense that I don't think like most teams don't have. He's the field general. The only other key guy I would say that the Lions are missing is Hutch. But Zay looked great. He looked fantastic last night. And Anzalone, man, if you're a Lions fan and you have Amon-Ra and you have Gibbs and you have Hutch jersey, Anzalone should be next up on the list. He's a locked-in Lion. He's a dog, and he looked fantastic last night. By the way, his forearm looked like a football.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
It looked like he got bit by a shark.
Every team should have a white long blonde-haired linebacker, bro. They cook.
Rapunzel, let down your hair. Let me climb up Alex Elazone's fucking hair.
Yes.
Put him on the Bills. I'd be whatever. Yeah, he looked great. What else do I have? I have written down a fuck ton for them. Dan Campbell has a meaty nutsack. And you never know if he's gonna go for it on 4th down. Do you think he was gonna go for it?
No, I think he was trying to call them offsides there.
I didn't think so either, but can you take the chance if you're Minnesota?
No, no. That's why I think that's the perfect play for the Lions. There is you're watching that and you're like, if anyone's gonna go for it, it's this team right now. And it just worked out perfectly. Like it doesn't matter if he was gonna go for it or not. It worked out perfectly.
It did not matter because the Lions are who they are, and Dan Campbell, as much shit as you can give him, if he went for it and didn't get it, throughout the rest of the playoffs, no team will ever know if the Lions are going to go for it on 4th down. You cannot say that about any other team.
Yeah.
It's masterclass. It's genius.
Another thing is Kevin O'Connell. Was trying to be Dan Campbell in that game.
Yeah.
They went for it a couple times on 4th down. They should have kicked the field goals.
We said this. We watched the game together.
Yeah.
We said this. Like, kick those field goals. That game looks a lot different if you kick those field goals.
It's way tighter.
It's not Minnesota's game to do that. Teams keep trying to play the Lions as if they were Dan Campbell. No team is similar to the Lions because no team is coached like Dan Campbell coaches a team. The Buffalo Bills are the biggest Bills diehard. The Buffalo Bills are nowhere near close to Detroit. They don't do what Detroit does. No team can. So don't try and play the Lions like the Lions because you won't win. They win their own game.
Yeah. And then, I mean, the elephant in the room, Gibbs is a monster.
Yep.
Just 4 touchdowns. What? 139 yards. What?
In the middle of the season, I saw a video of a pit bull guarding like a ball, and it was like David Montgomery covering, holding Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown potential or whatever hostage, and he was growling. Jahmyr Gibbs is a dog, and you missed David Montgomery at the beginning of that game, but Jahmyr Gibbs led the league, I believe, in touchdowns for a running back after that. I think it was 20.
Jeez. Yeah, that's...
Past James Cook.
Yeah. That's crazy. For him to, like... The Lions offensive line to start is so good.
Mm-hmm.
And the argument was anyone back there is going to be good.
No.
No one is going to run like Gibbs. Gibbs has certified himself as a top 5 running back right now. He's going to go first round in fantasy and everyone's fantasy next year. It's not, but there's Monty. He might steal touchdowns. It's not going to be that way now. He's a beast.
And not to mention, he led the league in rushing touchdowns. Saquon probably should have won it, but they stole touches from him, which you could say about Gibbs.
Yeah.
Gibbs split back the entire year. He split back. He wasn't Derrick Henry who got all of the touches. He wasn't Saquon Barkley who got all of the touches. He split back with David Montgomery. And David Montgomery is a beast his own way because he's going to come back this year, which is disgusting if you have to play the Lions. But how exciting. That's all I got. I mean, I don't want to drag on the Lions too much because they beat the shit out of Minnesota in the second half. Not in the first half, in the second half.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to go up to the fucking north, man.
No one was doing anything in that first half, which really just tells you that both these teams have really good defenses.
Mm-hmm.
Because they both have scoring potential. And, I mean, one got tired before the other.
And Anzalone just makes a difference. Like he does.
These teams are probably going to play each other again. Most likely.
Dan Campbell said it.
Yeah.
Said I'll see you in 2 weeks.
That's sick. That's also assuming that Green Bay loses, though.
Well, if we want to talk about Green Bay, is Jordan Love going to play?
Yeah, I almost don't care. I almost like Malik Willis more.
What?
This might sound ridiculous, but Malik Willis played, I believe, three full games and then a half a game, and he won 2 of them. And when I say he won 2 of them, he did it. And yes, it was against the Colts and Tennessee, shit teams. but it was all him. It was his legs and his throws. And in this last game against the Bears, he looked better than Jordan Love. Jordan Love started that game, and maybe it's because he's hurt, but he started terribly. It almost didn't matter. They put him in Malik Willis, and they looked better offensively. They really did. And I feel like who's their coach? I'm blanking.
LaFleur, Pat LaFleur.
Yes, I feel like
LaFleur.
LaFleur gets in his coaching bag when they put in Malik Willis. The offense like starts to move around. He's like, okay, I have to actually do something here. Where when Jordan Love's in, it's been looking real stale the past few weeks. I'd like to apologize to no one, Lucas.
Skip. Let me tell you something, Skip. Jordan Love, I don't think, is a great quarterback. Malik Willis is garbage. That's and I think Philadelphia should easily win this game. This game should be primetime, I think, because it's the most exciting game. What do we have instead of it? What do we have as primetime?
Washington. Yeah, Washington Rams? Washington, Rams, I think.
It would be Washington Bucks.
Washington Bucks. Okay. Oh, that's Sunday night?
I think.
I mean, okay. Yeah, it is. It is Sunday night. Washington Bucks. And then Minnesota Rams Monday night.
Which is bad for Minnesota. I don't know. Either one of those teams, either way, the Lions laid out the platform to beat Minnesota. Will Minnesota lose? I don't know. The Rams they did not seem worried about playing the Lions or Minnesota because they didn't play any of their starters. So who knows? Yeah. And Sean McDermott is a good coach. So either he knows something none of us know, or
McVay.
McVay, sorry. I said McDermott.
Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, McVay just knows he's like, we're gonna have to play these teams. Anyways. These are the teams that we are going to have to beat if we want to get there. Like
maybe.
He must just trust his guys.
That or veteran QB. I mean,
yeah, and I want personally, I'd want Stafford to take a nap. I'd want Puka to be able to play at his full potential. Like both those guys have just been banged up this season, especially
Kyron Williams. You never know. Giving your running back a rest is always nice.
Yeah.
The Packers also have Watson out, which is big.
Yeah,
like he's useless. He's a bag of. He's Mitch Marner on the leaves. But that's a knock on the Packers.
Yeah, that's their deep ball.
Yeah. Hopefully Noah or Lucas have the balls to hop on this podcast one day. Texans playoffs hopes.
They play the Chargers, bro. I don't know the spread. I would take Chargers spread right now.
Agreed.
The Texans have just looked so bleh. They're just bleh.
And the Titans are smart. They put on their Houston Oilers uniform to play them. Secure the 1 seed.
That's funny.
How exciting. How boring is it for Tennessee to have the 1 pick?
I know. I was hoping the Patriots would have it so they could like trade and see what happens.
Yep.
But now, I mean, do you go get Shedeur? Do you go get Cam Ward? You're not sticking with Will Levis.
And do you want, like, if I'm the Titans, I'm sitting back and thinking, I don't know if either of these two are the QB guys.
Yeah.
Like, I know fuck all. these guys could end up being Pro Bowlers, and I look like an idiot. But this QB draft is not last year's draft or the year previous.
Yeah, I don't care where I'm picking in the top 5. I think I'm taking Travis Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
That way you have a player that could play both ways, and you can decide where you want to use him.
No, he's gonna play one way.
No,
You can't
I know.
do
I
both.
agree. He is going to play one way, but you can pick which way that is.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be more fun. In this scenario, too, can he even fall to the Patriots now?
Let me pull it up.
Because I think it's Titans, Cleveland, Giants, Patriots.
Give me 1 second, sorry.
Yeah, no problem. So, that's the other thing. We have 2 quarterbacks that
Here we
will
go.
probably go in the first round. Yeah, here we go. We have 2 quarterbacks that will probably go in the first round, and that's Shadur and Cam Ward. I don't know who's going to go first.
Okay. Back to back. Giants end up with them.
Because who else would the Giants take? You're not taking a quarterback there. You maybe in the second round you take a quarterback. You take the next best player, and that's Travis Hunter.
Where is my boy on this?
Who?
Cam.
Cam Ward?
No. What? Cam Scattaboo.
Oh. Yeah, probably not. He's probably second round.
Disrespectful. If what are you guys taking?
We'll probably take defensive line.
D-line.
Yeah.
They don't need a running back. 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 They need a running back. Ashton Genty, that's fair. With the world ending and laser beams on the world, give me Cam Scattaboo.
Yeah, that guy's a beast.
I don't know. I just feel like there's more teams. Where does he go? Whoa. Go all the way down here. Where does he go? He's not up.
Jalen Millwell. There you go. To the Giants. That makes sense. Whoa. That's crazy. We're not taking running back. That's going to be another defensive player.
We have 2 picks. That's kind of nice. Am I crazy? Where's Cam Scattaboo?
I feel like this is too low now.
Oh, my Lord.
94. Okay, I don't think he's going to drop that far, but the Eagles?
Listen. So who took a running back before them? Here. There was another one up somewhere.
We did.
Yeah, but you guys are kind of dumb. So
there's nowhere we're taking that guy.
You guys aren't dumb. Your ownership is dumb.
Yeah, I can't see us drafting running back. Chase Brown is just going to be the guy next year. We're a throw first offense.
Doesn't matter. You miss Mixon.
I don't think. I like Chase Brown. I think he's a better receiving back. The biggest thing I miss about Mixon is he just held the rock. That guy doesn't fumble the ball ever.
You including Ryan and Alex's opinion?
I don't know Alex's. I know Ryan definitely doesn't miss Mixon other than the locker room presence, and like I said, he doesn't fumble the ball. But Chase Brown is a better receiving back. He doesn't punch the hole, but he's way faster. He breaks into open space better. We just need that. We need our own Monty to get those 3 yards. You know what I mean?
Who would you compare Monty to in this draft, Aiden? Here's
this
here's
draft.
where we're gonna disagree, because Monty's a punch hole guy.
Yeah.
Cam's he's a punch hole guy, Aiden.
No, I agree. I don't think we should take a running back at all. I think we need defense completely. I think you draft a safety.
100% I agree. But do you not believe in the fact that you should take the best man up?
If depending what's needed, I do in the top scenarios, like in the top 10, yes. No matter who's there, you take the best, or you trade back. But
What
I wouldn't. We don't need them.
what did the Lions need when they drafted Jahmyr Gibbs?
Corner,
What did they draft?
running back, but they also had 2 first-round picks, didn't they?
Yeah, but how did that end?
It ended great. I'm saying we have our guy.
No, you don't.
I don't. I mean, he almost had 1,000 yards. He had, I think, 7 touchdowns.
Aiden,
rushing.
1,000 yards doesn't mean shit now, though.
Okay, well, who do you expect the Bills to draft? Would Bills draft a running back?
That's different because we're in the playoffs and we have James Cook, who is far better than whatever the fuck his name is.
I
And
wouldn't say
our
he's far better.
defense and what?
I wouldn't say he's far better. He's better, but he's not far better.
Aiden, stop.
He's not far better.
James Cook is way better. What are we talking about? He
He's
finished
not, bro.
second in touchdowns. Aiden, no.
He's not far better. We're a pass first offense. We don't need a Derrick Henry.
And what are we?
You guys run. You run the rock.
With who?
Allen and Cook.
For what was the first name you said?
Allen.
Aiden, we're about to fist fight.
What?
Dude, you cannot compare James Cook to Chase Brown.
I'm saying James Cook is better, but he's not far better.
Far better.
That's a stretch.
No, it's not.
Okay, what's the total yards?
I don't have the results on here. I didn't even think to record the yards.
Okay, total yards for James Cook this year, 1,267.
Okay.
Chase Brown's total yards, 1,536.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, total touchdowns for Chase Brown, 11.
Mm-hmm. Cook had 18, I think.
He had 18. That's not a far better running back.
Dude, Josh Allen took about at least 7 of those touchdowns.
And I'm not saying that he didn't take those touchdowns. But I'm saying you didn't need him to run, just like we don't need Chase to run.
No, disagree 100%. The Bills need Josh Allen or James Cook because the threat to run, same as Lamar and Derrick Henry, is far greater because you don't know who is going to run. You know Joe Burrow is not going to run.
Agreed. We're on the same page.
What are we doing?
I'm saying you guys are a run first. My guy had more yards. We're not a run first. We throw the ball.
Josh Allen has a bazooka, man.
I'm not disagreeing with you. Chase Brown had more total yards.
Aiden. Oh, maybe I look like a dumbass right now, and I don't know. But I think James Cook is Leon's before Chase Brown.
I mean, Chase Brown didn't start to week 7. He wasn't the number 1 running back until 7 weeks into the season.
Dude, it doesn't matter. It's who's better.
Yeah, I think I think James Cook is better, but I don't think he's that much better.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree because I just I can't. James Cook is better.
but not much.
Okay. About like 40 to 70% better.
No way. 30
What would you?
tops. Tops. You know who's 70% better than Chase Brown? Derrick Henry is 70% better.
Derrick Henry is 100% better.
Oh, okay, I thought we were going like actual statistics, but yes, Derrick Henry is a much better running
No,
back.
not 100% statistics. I think Chase Brown is an incompetent running back? No, by all means, no. Would I start? Okay, here's my question: who would you rather have if you're the Lions? David Montgomery or Chase Brown?
Chase Brown. Well, no, because you don't need Chase Brown on the Lions. You don't need him.
No.
You have Gibbs.
What running back is better?
Well, better? I think Chase Brown's better than Montgomery. You think
Okay.
Monty's better?
Yes.
No. What
Okay,
what was Monty's stats on his last team? Show me his last team stats. Show me that.
Okay, but show me Saquon's last stats with the Giants. Like,
I will.
What are we doing?
He's still a stud on the Giants. That's the thing. He was a stud.
I know, but
With
look
the
at
worst
Monty
offensive line in
now.
the
It's
league.
different. Aiden, come on.
He has the best offensive line in the league.
Oh
He
my
splits
God.
back with one of the best running backs in the league.
So if he's one of the best, then what does that make David Montgomery? A scrub?
Who? Oh,
David Montgomery.
Gibbs being one of the best.
Yes.
He's not a scrub, but he's not in that echelon of where Gibbs is.
You don't think David Montgomery's top 10?
No.
Name him.
JT, Robinson, Gibbs, CMC, Derrick Henry. What? You don't think CMC's better?
CMC's injured. We can't go off injury season, man. Like, what are we doing?
Bro, I take his half season
Sure,
in Carolina.
keep it. Fine. Keep it.
Okay,
Fine.
okay.
You're at 5.
Okay, we're at 5.
Yeah. Go again. Go again.
Okay.
Restart.
JT,
Yeah.
Derrick
Sure.
Henry,
Okay.
CMC,
Okay.
Gibbs,
Sure.
Saquon.
Yeah. Agreed.
Okay, Bijan.
Yes. Unlocked potential, but yes.
Okay, Kyron Williams.
Disagree, but go ahead.
Okay. Achan.
Disagree. Go ahead.
What are we doing?
Devon Achane is ass.
Oh my goodness. No, we can't. We can't say that.
Go ahead. Let's go
We
ahead. You
can't
have 2
say
more.
that. Oh my god.
Go ahead. Devon Achane's in the playoffs. He's great.
Bro,
Go ahead.
oh my
You
goodness.
have 2 more.
Okay,
Go
all right.
ahead.
Bro, I'd take Bucky Irving over.
Over David Montgomery.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, I'm not actually. I'll take Josh Jacobs.
Okay.
I'd take Aaron Jones. I'd take. You're not taking Aaron Jones?
No.
What are we doing?
Aiden, I'm sitting here wondering what you're doing. Like, we'll never agree on this. This is something that we'll never agree on. Do you
Catching
want
the
to place
ball
a
as a running
future
back
on it?
plays a factor.
What?
Catching the ball as a running back plays a factor into how good of a running back is.
Sure. Doesn't
Okay.
matter. Aiden, let's place a future on this then.
All right, what's the future?
Who ends up with more fantasy points? Do you want that?
No, because Montgomery gets those touchdowns on 3-yard lines.
And that what? What does that do?
Will get you fantasy points?
It matters?
It matters. But I'm saying he didn't do the work to get you there. If he was on the team by himself, if there was no Gibbs, If there was no Gibbs,
Dude. Bell cow running backs are a thing. It matters when me and you both physically are standing in the standing only section, and we hear David Montgomery crack a guy from where we're standing. We can hear how
Unreal.
hard he hits a guy.
It's unreal.
Aiden, I can't believe we disagree about this.
He's
I
just,
mean,
he's just not top 10.
I never said he was, but he's better than Chase Brown.
I'd take Chase Brown over him.
Okay, then do you want to go who has better fantasy numbers?
Let's do who has more yards.
No, because he's a split back. Chase Brown is not a split back.
He was for 7 weeks. He didn't start. He had 20% of the touches this year.
Aiden, it doesn't matter because you were shit for 7 weeks.
No, Zach Moss got hurt after 7 weeks. That was the difference.
Aiden, you guys were asked for 7 weeks. The Lions
Agreed.
are gonna be the Lions are gonna play a far tougher schedule than the Bengals will.
Okay, give me that offensive line then with Chase Brown.
I'd give you that in a heartbeat. Aiden, we need to have something with money. Do you want to have more touchdowns then?
We can't do total touchdowns because we have Jamar Chase and T. Higgins.
Okay,
We're throwing the rock.
Okay, so that's 2 stats where you believe David Montgomery is better. What
It's touchdowns. Touchdowns is where David Montgomery is better because we passed the rock. Joe Burrow had 45 touchdowns this year.
What would you like that we could put a bet on for?
I mean, we would have to I would do it off total yards, total touches.
Total yards versus total touches?
Yeah.
Sure, I'd take that bet in a heartbeat.
We'll average that out.
David Montgomery. Oh my God. This is our first disagreement on the podcast, and I want to strangle you. I got to take a piss. Can we take a 60-second?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Well, I'm back. Just me. These are. I'll repeat them when Jake gets back. But this is what I have. This year. Let's go. No, let's go last year. Let's go last year. How do I get that?
Hello.
Okay. Sorry, I'm getting last year's stats.
No, you're good. Did you write down the cut time for that? We're gonna cut that, right?
Oh yeah, we can cut that.
Okay. Let's just jump. Do you want to just jump right back into that, or what do you want to do?
Yeah,
Jump right.
There we go.
You're
Sorry,
good.
just writing down the time.
Yep.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm good.
Okay.
All right. We're good to go?
We're back.
Are you still fired up?
A little bit, but I want to get into one more thing. We'll go a little bit lighthearted, and then we'll go into Dude's Draft of the Week.
All right.
Check this out. I'm sure you've seen it.
Brandon Aubrey, again, with the penalty, the ball was spotted at the 50, and he's still going to boot it out of bounds. They're going to somehow give great field position at the 40-yard line to Washington.
The
She
music
took
makes
that
it
like a
so good.
champ, dude.
Bro, the music makes it so good. That should be a point. You should get 1 point for that.
Someone else said that. I saw that today. Someone
Really?
else said that. Yeah. That was funny as fuck. She bounced up like a champ.
That's so good.
Shout out to her.
Damn, he hit his own cheerleader. That's the home team.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lucky it wasn't your boy's kicker. Otherwise, you would have been going for bat.
facts. No, fuck York. Get him off the team, bro.
Dude's draft of the week.
All right, let's run it. Dude's draft of the week.
Alrighty. What are we gonna get? Oh fuck.
Oh shit. Damn, this is gonna be so hard. This is gonna be hard for the audience because we're gonna pick shows we like, or
Yeah,
are we gonna cater to them?
it's your call on how you want to do it.
All right, for the clip, Dude's draft of the week is TV shows. I think I have the one this week.
Yep.
I'll take Breaking Bad.
Wow.
I have to.
No
can't let him have
curveball, no changeup, nothing but fucking gas.
I have to.
Okay, the Office is my comeback.
The Office is so good.
Call me Darius Rucker because that's my comeback song.
Okay. See, this is where I'm carrying to the audience a bit. I'm gonna have to take Game of Thrones.
Never seen it.
Neither have I.
Interesting. Wow. Okay. Do I cater to the audience or do I just go full bore? I'm gonna go truthful. The Last Dance.
That's gas. That is gas. I'll take Scooby Doo. I have to have one for myself at least. I'll take Scooby Doo.
Okay. Give me back-to-back shout outs to Morgan. She put me on Shameless.
That is good. I've only watched half, but that is good.
So good. So good.
All right, with my last pick, I'm gonna take Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's your
This
favorite.
shit just makes me laugh.
Yeah, that's your favorite. Do we round up on 3? I thought we did 4.
That was my fourth. I went first.
So what'd you do?
I had Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, Scooby Doo,
Yeah.
and Always Sunny.
So this is my last pick. There's a lot of good shows. Give me. Oh. Give me. £1,000 Sisters.
What the fuck is that?
No, give me actually the Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
That's
Actually.
a solid pick.
Honorable mentions. Do you have any?
Oh, Family Guy, The Simpsons, SpongeBob,
South Park.
Ozark,
Low key iCarly.
The
Banger
Sopranos,
show.
The Wire. Yeah, there's a lot of good TV shows. Damn, I can't believe I didn't take The Sopranos. I just finished that like 2 months ago.
I haven't watched a billion clips. Dexter, Gas,
That's huge right now.
Better Call Saul,
Oh,
Gas. Wide receiver, that was fire.
yeah.
Clone Wars, animated, fun. You can
I'm
go.
about halfway down the first season.
Oh, catch up. You can go Dragon Ball. You can go. What's that other? I don't watch anime, but there's about 10 billion shows.
Attack on Titans,
Yeah, there's another one that we're missing.
Naruto.
Yeah, there's still another one. What's that pirate one?
I know what you're talking about, but I have no idea what it's called.
The pirate anime.
The pirate one.
The
The Bachelorette. Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy. Wow, what's the one? Lisa. Morgan's gonna kill me. Lisa. She owns a bar. Fuck,
No
what's her
idea.
name?
Oh.
Oh no. Vander.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what that is.
Shout out to the women. There's about 4 that watch.
Yeah.
3 of them are related to me.
Gina watches Suits.
Shout out Suits.
Suits is good.
Fire. Suits is fire. Ooh, Criminal Minds.
Oh, that was good.
Who doesn't love Criminal Minds?
I like Rick and Morty.
That's one of your shows.
Yeah.
Do you want to double up? I'm kind of in the mood.
Just to run back another one?
Just run back another one?
All right, let's do it.
All right. We're going to run it back. Share screen. We are going to run it back. You're lucky. You're getting 2 this week. All righty. Let's run it back. Oh, God. Everyone pause. We're talking about edible meat here. Edible meat. Edible meat.
I don't know what
Edible.
you eating. All right, I
Edible
just had
meat.
the one, so you have the one.
Okay. Edible meat. I'm gonna go steak.
That's good. That's good. Just to have to clarify, it's edible every time.
It's edible meat. We're gonna go steak.
I'll take chicken. I gotta take chicken. Chicken breast, like chicken breast.
Okay, I'm gonna go chicken wing.
Okay, I assumed that was gonna be the next one, but I had
Yeah.
to take the breast. Okay, next. It's so hard not to say penis, bro. It's so hard not to say penis.
Pause. Someone clip that.
Oh, okay. Next, I'll go lobster. I'll take lobster.
Okay. Ribs. Like pork ribs. Pork ribs.
All right, I will take pork chops. You don't like pork chops?
I like pork chops. I don't like it for this.
Pork chops and applesauce, dude,
Never had that.
so good.
I'm perplexed. Give me ham.
Fuck. I wanted ham. I want ham bad. Okay, I'll take turkey.
Yeah,
I'll
I
take-
figured.
Turkey.
Snub?
Snubbed. Oh,
Hamburger meat.
yeah, hamburgers, hot dogs, whatever that is.
Yo,
Sausage.
can I say something? This is unrelated to sports and even what we're talking about. What does your grandma call, or your whatever, your Pepe, your grandpa, what do they call ground beef when they're talking about, like, let's say a burger?
I feel like they call it a burger.
Like
Hamburger?
if you
They
were
call
to,
it hamburger, I feel like.
if you were to ask them, hey, what'd you put in this? What would they say? List ground beef as an ingredient.
I think they would just say beef.
Interesting.
What does yours do?
Mine and so does Morgan's go, oh, there's Hamburg meat. Like if they're talking about shepherd's pie, they go, oh, Hamburg meat, and then
Hamburg meat
mashed
is so
potato.
good.
Like they say Hamburg, not even hamburger. We put Hamburg meat. We put mashed potatoes. I don't know why I'm giving them that accent because that's not how they talk, but they say Hamburg meat.
Because that's who you expect to say hamburgers. Those people from down south.
What do you?
We
Oh, here we go. Morgan and my
what do you
family.
mean by those people?
Them taps is the tap.
Roll Tide, brother. Oh,
Shout out to Alabama losing to Michigan.
oh my goodness.
No, I just find it funny that they say Hamburg. Like me and Morgan notice it all the time. Anyways, that was Dude's draft of the week. You got a double up. You ordered a double Big Mac.
A double Big Mac. A double Big Mac with Hamburg meat.
Hamburg meat. The fact that we haven't talked about this is kind of crazy. Titans get the number 1 pick.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't. We kind of just skimmed over that, eh?
We skimmed it. Yeah.
I mean, I think we're both in agreement that the quarterback class is just, it's not what it normally is. It's not exciting.
Yeah. Agreed.
They have to take a quarterback, though.
Do they?
I don't know. I'd take Travis Hunter.
I would too.
He's just
I
better.
would too. Well, that comes up with the Bengals. Do you take the best pick or do you take?
Dude, if Travis Hunter was there,
position?
I'd be taking Travis Hunter. And we don't need a receiver whatsoever.
Would you take
Could use a
Ashton
quarterback,
Genty?
though.
We
That's
talked about this
tough.
earlier.
It'd be electric to watch, but I feel like we would just repeat what we just did. Would be have a great offensive season and nothing to show for it because our defense lets up 45 every game.
With a better running back?
I mean, how many more touchdowns can we score?
I mean, how much longer can you keep your defense off the field?
That is true. That is true. But like, I don't know. Like our defense is just so bad. Like they're on the field for 2 minutes to get cooked.
Not last game. They didn't play a real offense, but
Trey went crazy last game. Thank God for him, bro.
yeah, he cooked. He cooked.
But our safeties and our DBs need help. I can't watch Cam Taylor-Britt be the number 1 DB again and have 3 flags thrown on him every game for PI.
Mm-hmm.
It's brutal.
I was hoping you would bring this up. MVP.
MVP. I mean, I don't know if it's just because I'm sick of Lamar winning it, but I'd give it to Allen. I'd have to give it. Like, I'm so sick of seeing Lamar win. And his
Okay.
stats are better, but he's not as important to the team as Allen is.
Yeah, I did this charade last week. I won't do it again, just out of sake for the fucking 2 people who actually watch the full podcast of us. Like they're probably tired of it. He's the MVP. It is what it is. We're over that. Aaron Rodgers.
Retire, please.
Done for good?
Yeah, bro. After that documentary, unless he can play
Really?
for the Vikings, because it would
No,
be amazing.
not gonna happen. He
But-
walked out with. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, like, after watching that documentary, which, if you can even call it that, like, he also promised no dark retreats this year. He said if an opportunity comes across his desk that's good enough, he'll do it. I'm sure he could play for the next 2 years, but he's going to be playing at the level he just played at. Like, he's not going to be the old Aaron Rodgers. He's going to be a guy that's like, okay, we can win some games. We're not going to the playoffs. We're not winning a Super Bowl. Like, he could be good for the Colts. Maybe. Go there, show AR how to not suck at football. AR and AR in the same building. Come on.
That and he walked out with Devontae Adams like it was done.
Yeah.
They did that before, but like
In Green Bay, yeah.
that one felt a lot different than the way he walked out with Devontae Adams this time, where it was him and Devontae. They had their moment. The Jets do not want him back.
No.
They don't. Aaron Rodgers is a first ballot Hall of Fame, don't get me wrong. But Brady knew when to hang it up, and Brady made it to the Super Bowl in his the playoffs in his last year.
Yeah. And even that, like, Brady should have retired on the high note. He didn't. The next year, he wrapped it up, and that was perfect. It was like, okay, you know when it's done. Aaron should do the same this year.
Well, no. He went Super Bowl, instant classic with the Rams, and then a disappointing finish against
Oh, you're right.
Dallas.
You're right.
Aaron Rodgers will go Achilles, disappointing season, nothing. You have nothing.
I mean, he's not Tom Brady. He's just he's just not. He won't be.
Mm-hmm.
I'd hang it up. I think he's like you said, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. What more? You're endlessly rich, and you can love football without playing.
You can hop on McAfee once a week.
Yeah. Start your own podcast. I'm sure people love to listen to Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know about that.
There's some sick freaks out there.
There are. We scratched on this, but the Jags fired their head coach.
I think that's where Ben Johnson goes.
Mm-hmm. Jared said that.
Yeah, I think out of every team, you look at that team, you have a young wide receiver, you have a young running back, a semi-young running back, you have Trevor Lawrence. Like, you have a good opportunity to go in there and turn things around. Your division's not hard. Your competition's the Texans, who look shitty this year.
And the Colts, who won't change anything.
Yeah, I think that's where he goes.
And where do you think the Lions DC ends up?
That's tough. That is so tough. I can see him going to the Jets.
Who do you have as a better future head coach?
That's also tough. Like, if that scenario was true, if Ben went to the Jets, Glenn went to the Jets, Ben went to the Jags, I think that'd be so close. I think Ben would have a better chance at turning that team around than Glenn would at turning the Jets around. I think that Jets defense would go right back to what it was with Saleh. It'd be a top 5 defense again. But, I mean, they have a quarterback issue.
I think Glenn will be a better head coach. I just do. I think a lot of the times when you're angry at the Lions as a Lions fan, you're angry at Ben Johnson. You're not angry at Dan Campbell. Glenn put together he made gold with shit. The Lions defense is shit without some of these key players. And he just put it together, and they duct taped themselves to a win. Whereas, what if the Lions offense lost besides David Montgomery?
Yeah.
Nothing.
I think Glenn is the better coach. I think wherever they go, whoever has a quarterback will succeed more because that's the league we're in.
I think if you end up with the Jets, you're doomed no matter what.
Yeah.
I know you guys aren't going to fire your coach, but if you had one pick for your coach,
100%.
Not just between those two, though.
No, I know. Out of the league, I'd take Glenn. Our defense needs it more than anything else. And, I mean, our offense, I think our offensive coordinator can call the play calls, and we look probably a little bit better even on offense, but our defense needs just revamping.
Agreed. Agreed. Do you have anything else?
We can do this player or that player if you're in.
Okay. Let's do it.
All right. This player or that player. Malik Neighbors edition.
Okay.
All right. Would you rather Malik Neighbors or Brian Thomas?
Fantasy wise, or what are we talking wise?
You're starting a team next year. Pick your receiver.
Malik Neighbors.
Okay. I like
Malik Neighbors has a worse quarterback than he's up for offensive rookie of the year. It's not even close. They're drafting a quarterback this year.
That's true. Okay, Malik Neighbors, Cortland Sutton.
Who would I rather have? Oh, it all depends on who I have. I guess Malik Neighbors because he's cheaper, younger. But Cortland
Same
Sutton
price. Completely based off skill.
Not based on age and price and quarterback.
No, this is just next season, going into next season. Same quarterback. You get to pick one of these two.
Cortland Sutton's done it longer. I would take Cortland Sutton.
All right. Okay. Damn. I don't mind that actually. He is like he's cooking with the Broncos.
And he's just done it longer.
Yeah. Malik Neighbors, Garrett Wilson.
Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, me too.
I like yeah.
I think Malik Neighbors is going to be a stud.
He's going to be the next JJ. Justin Jefferson.
Yeah. Malik Neighbors or Zay Flowers?
Malik Neighbors. Not even close.
Malik Neighbors or JSN?
Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, JSN had a good season. But
yeah,
it's still Malik Neighbors. This is where it starts to get hard now.
Okay.
Malik Neighbors or Drake London?
Malik Neighbors.
Not even close?
It's close somewhat. Malik Neighbors is much better. Like, he's done more with less.
Okay.
Now, over time, we'll see, but Malik Neighbors has shown way more promise than Drake London.
Okay, so this one I think is going to be easy for you. Malik Neighbors, Jordan Addison.
Yeah, Malik Neighbors again.
Malik Neighbors, Marvin Harrison Jr.
Malik Neighbors.
Okay.
Worst quarterback. Marvin Harrison showed spots of prime. Didn't. Yeah, he hasn't done enough.
Malik Neighbors, T. Higgins.
T. Higgins.
That's my guy. All right, I think this one is the closest, but I know who I'm picking.
Okay.
Malik Neighbors or Puka Nacua?
Puka Nacua.
Okay, me too.
Okay.
I wanted to make sure I was good. Fire me up.
Okay, wait. Let me reverse it on you. Malik Neighbors or Jameson Williams?
Malik Neighbors.
Malik Neighbors or Amari Cooper?
Malik. Has to be Malik.
Malik Neighbors or Terry McCollum?
Malik.
Okay. And then my last one would be Malik Neighbors or two Justin Jeffersons who are half-sized.
Give me Iguodala.
With the death beams?
Oh.
Is that all you had?
I believe that's all I have. I think we touched on everything. Playoffs, MVP. I already said Chase won the Triple Crown, which he did.
He did. Okay. We got balls on the line, which we didn't do last week. It was just so loaded we couldn't.
Yeah.
It was so loaded we couldn't. We still don't have a punishment.
I mean, we don't need a punishment till February anyways. We have plenty of time.
Yeah, I say before Super Bowl we should have a punishment.
Yeah.
Agreed?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. Odds are not really out for playoffs next week.
Yeah, there's not a ton.
Do you want to agree to just do teams?
Do you want to do spread or you want to do just straight money line? There's also the over-under. That's pretty much all it's out.
Over, under, you can take spread if you want, or money line. I say we stick to those three.
Okay. Yeah.
Agree?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get into balls on the line. Do you want first or second?
I'll take first. I will take. Shit. Just broke something. I will take the Pittsburgh Steelers to cover plus 9.5.
Okay. I'm playing a lot safer. I will take James Cook anytime. No, we said we wouldn't do that. Okay, I'll take the Bills to cover the spread as well.
Alrighty. Damn, that spread's got to 8.5 now.
Yeah.
The spread keeps climbing. I will take the Chargers money line.
Had them too. Give me the Eagles money line.
I like that. I was thinking about it. This is going to be my riskier one. I will take the over in the Washington-Tampa Bay game.
Wow.
At
Okay.
50.
Give me the Rams money line.
Ooh.
That's balls on the line.
So my odd total comes out to plus 517.
I don't know.
I got yours right here.
Okay,
Yours-
perfect.
Yours comes out to 474. So those will be posted on the Instagram.
Yep, we'll post those. How'd you do in parlays last week?
You went 0 for 3.
1 for 3.
All right. Kyler Murray I put way too much faith in him wanting money.
He wants COD. He doesn't want money.
Yeah. I took his TD in all 3 of my parlays, and he, despite being at the 5 and 3 yard line, did not cash.
Him and Gino I did not trust last week. That was my issue. I couldn't trust them.
Yeah, I trusted him.
Do you think I jinxed you by posting on the Instagram? We could have the first.
No, if it was a close game, if it was a doink field goal or something like that, possible jinx. But 38-0, bro. That's the football gods telling you it's not meant to be.
That's the first thing I thought when they went down. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah. Once we got to 21-0, I was like, I stopped believing.
Yeah, that's tough. The other thing is, you haven't agreed to this, but every year, were you in this last year, the playoff fantasy team, where you can only pick a player once?
No.
Okay, let's get into this. This is fun. Me and Jared do this thing every year. Every round of the playoffs, so this round, you would get 1 quarterback, 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 tight end. And you have to have the most points by the end of playoffs, so by the Super Bowl. And you can't repick a player.
That's tough.
We'll go QB for QB and then running back or wide receiver for wide receiver. We can pick the same ones because I'm assuming you're going to do this with me.
So me and you can pick the same ones. We just can't repeat the following week.
We can't repeat the following week. So next week, me and you cannot repeat. Would you like me to start first? Because I just sprung this on you.
Yes, yeah.
For QB, I'm going to take Josh Allen. You're playing the Broncos at home.
For points, eh? Oh, that's risky though, because I like
And you need to hold on to that player, right? So it's tough.
because Josh might go to the. Oh, so this is all you can have. You don't pick every week.
So you can't pick Josh Allen multiple weeks. You get him 1 week.
Damn, that's scary because he might go all the way. Like if you get to the Super Bowl and he's there, you have
Mhm.
nobody.
Yep.
Okay. I like this. I'll take Lamar.
Okay. I like that. We'll go wide receivers next, and I will take Mike Evans.
Oh, that's a good pick.
You can copy too.
Mine might be risky, but I'm gonna take Puka.
Okay. I'm gonna take Justin Jefferson.
Oh, you get 2. Okay, that makes me less nervous. I don't like that actually. I'll take Scary Terry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take Josh Jacobs.
Oh, I really like that. I will also follow you and take Josh Jacobs.
And then I will take Kyron Williams.
I will take Derrick Henry. Actually, no, I won't. I lied. I'll take J.K. Dobbins.
Ooh. Okay. You didn't want to take Zeke? Tight end. Give me Dalton Kincaid.
I will take. This is fucking stupid.
Because you have to leave some from next week.
You have to
It's
leave
tough.
some. I'm gonna take Kate Otten.
Ooh, like that pick. Yep. Anyways, we don't have a name for that. That's just for shits and gigs. If
I like
anyone
that.
else is doing that. Now you're kind of forced to do this.
Yeah, I like
Forced to
this.
do this, but oh, we had one more thing. We had 2 Super Bowl teams.
Oh yeah, we do have 2 Super Bowl teams.
So
one
we're
from
gonna pick,
AFC, one from NFC.
Yeah. You gonna give me the honors?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay, Buffalo.
Fair. I will also pick from the AFC just because. I hate. Let me state my case before I say what I'm about to say. I want everyone watching to know this pains me. I hate this. I pray to the gods every night that this does not happen. But I will take the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you left it wide open for me. Lions. Those are my 2 teams.
I will take the Eagles.
Okay, we went
NFC.
super base. We went.
I mean, the thing is, the Bucks aren't winning it. The Commanders aren't winning it. The Rams, maybe. Packers are not winning it. Broncos are not winning it. Ravens, maybe. Steelers, no. Houston, no. Chargers, no. So
okay, do you want to do?
I think honestly, we left out 2 teams that could possibly win a Super Bowl.
Okay, let's do 3 teams, and I'll give you the next first pick on the AFC side.
Then I would take the Ravens.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna take the Chargers.
I like that.
And I'll give you the last pick on the other side as well because I had the first 2 picks.
I will take the Rams.
Mm-hmm. I have no faith in Sam Darnold. Give me Green Bay.
Alrighty.
We could look like jackasses, man.
Might, dude. It's gonna be the dumbest Super Bowl. It's gonna be Vikings and Houston.
It's gonna be Houston and the Commanders, and no one's gonna watch.
Least watched Super Bowl ever.
Yeah.
But at least Kendrick's playing halftime. Not like us. Not like us.
They not like us. 7 times.
That's
Ooh,
gonna be
what?
a terrible show.
I can't wait to. We're gonna have some Super Bowl bets that we could place on how many times they played They Not Like Us.
I'm taking the under on whatever the time is for halftime. I'm taking the under.
Yeah.
Because there's no way,
Agreed.
no one in that audience wants to listen to Kendrick. No one over 35 even knows who Kendrick is.
We're Canadian, Aiden.
I know, but dude, if you ask your mom, your aunt, your grandma who Beyonce is or who Shakira is or who The Weeknd is, they'll probably know.
Yeah.
You ask them who Kendrick Lamar is, huh?
Early prediction for Gatorade color. Don't know the teams.
Don't know the teams. Red.
Okay, I was going blue.
Because I think the Bills, I think the Chiefs, the Bucks, the Commanders. This is terrible because some of these teams are dog ass. But the Houston, I think red's the most prominent color in most of the teams.
Bills is blue. Lions is blue.
Fuck. And Chargers.
And the Chargers. But anyways, I think we're good to wrap up here.
Yes, sir.
This has been the Huddle Podcast. If you watched all the way through, thank you, Mom. And Aiden's mom and whoever else is watching. We'll see you next week when Aiden is a little bit less depressed. And I might have a hole in my monitor, so if we're not recording, that's why.
Amen.
Go Bills.
Chase Brown.